At NFDA, we strive to provide members with the critical information, innovative tools, resources, and professional community that they need in order to serve families, to run sustainable businesses, and become pillars in their own communities.
In fact, this year alone, more than 250 funeral service professionals have benefited from our educational scholarships and program support.
Assurant, just like the Foundation, believes that everybody deserves the best possible experience when it comes to a meaningful celebration of life. We're honored to partner with the Foundation to help raise our profession's impact within our communities and with our families. On behalf of Assurant Global Pre-Need, please accept our $150,000 donation. We look forward to hearing about how the Foundation continues to grow awareness around the important work that we do.
As funeral directors, we learn that what we do isn't about us. It's caring for families. We answer the family's questions as best we can and deal with our emotions on our own time, much like other first responders do after going out on a very difficult call. I believe the arrival of a funeral professional can bring relief to a situation with their calm, supportive nature, their body language, their assurance that there is a path for healing. One of the best parts of this event is our expo, our sponsors and exhibitors. Because they support you in this show, you get to see the newest products and services and experience the largest annual funeral service expo in the world.
We're really focused on providing meaningful partnerships for funeral directors in their communities. So we raise money and grant money for programs that support that. So we provide scholarships and professional development awards, and also a fair amount of continuing education, grants for continuing education. But the other thing we do is support organizations in our industry and around our industry that work with people in grief specifically, and a variety of good programs. So for example, this year we've made $355,000 in grants. By the end of the year we'll have given away that much.
Wow.
Much of that goes to scholarships, but the biggest awards go to groups like the National Alliance for Grieving Children, or the National Pediatric Palliative Care Coalition, or Alliance for Hope, which is a suicide loss survivor group. And in fact, all of those groups that we have funded have booths here at the NFDA convention in the hall, so you can stop by and learn more about what they're doing.
In the last year of the Obama administration, one of their goals was to raise the middle class, raise the compensation level. So they had proposed that that salary level test more than double, that it would go from $23,660 to over $47,000. They did that in July of 2016. Right before that regulation was to take effect, it was stopped by a federal judge down in Texas who found the department didn't have the authority to issue that. That then got to an appeal, and then the administrations changed. When the Trump administration came in, they decided not to appeal that and to start all over again. We are one of thousands of businesses that oppose that, and principally we opposed it because it was just too drastic of a change. You went from $23,660 to over $47,000, And what we found is in the states where this applies, it doesn't apply all over the country because some states have more strict educational requirements. So in the states that this applies to, a number of those states that would have really impacted funeral service. For example, West Virginia. The average salary in West Virginia for a funeral director was $47,000. So that means if you take that as an average, that means half the funeral directors in West Virginia would have been converted from salaried employees to hourly employees. That have been very disruptive for funeral homes, for their scheduling, for compensation. So it was just too drastic of a change. So now at the new salary level in January 1 will be $35,568. That should have minimum impact even in lower pay states like West Virginia. That would probably impact just entry-level funeral directors. It might have to be paid on an hourly basis until they get over that $35,000 level.
If you have not purchased tickets for Wednesday night's party and Evening Under the Sea at the Shed Aquarium, there are still some available. Stop by, registration, and get your tickets. It's going to be another fun evening, so please join us. Thank you for coming this morning, and please join me in the expo hall, and I hope to see many of you there. Thank you all.